Hello YouTube, Matthew here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the forensics of the Discord app. So if you want to learn how this app stores its data on an iPhone, stick around with me. Now it's time to roll the intro and get into the video. Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to the video. So let's go to my file manager again and open up an image that I have of my iOS operating system. Now within this image right here that I took a few days ago, I have a bunch of folders opened up, but you can see that it has a mobile in my var folder of this image that I took a while ago. Once we go down to mobile application or mobile containers data application, then all the way down to a certain UUID number, we'll see that in this one, we're going to see in the documents and library folder of this one that starts with the label AA41EE and all the rest of that stuff that you can see there on screen, we'll see that this has Discord information. So MMKV default is the first folder for MMKV, but we'll see that this is really nothing much. I think this is going to be, let me see, this is, I believe this might be a database. Okay, this is a password protected database that I would be able to access in this database viewer if I had a password. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. You'll get this through it some other time, but I cannot open this database file right now. Let's see, MMKV default. Yes, that's. And then this library folder is where we have everything that we'll be able to see. So discord.ddyld4, or dyld4 I should say, marks this as the folder for Discord. Now we can see that there's already plists here by this up here, this bplist format on this raw text right here. So if I just rename this to .plist, I'll add this .plist marker. And also know that if you have Xcode on your Mac, which I do here on this Mac, note that if you have that, you're going to be able to open this plist directly. So you'll see that this is definitely a plist and it has certain properties like this, and if you know what to do with these, good. But now we'll move on to next things. So Google Heartbeat storage is Google stuff. And we have a bunch of WebKit stuff in here, WebKit SD image cache. So there are images of everything. So I'll bring this image over here. That I have. And if I look down at the Discord from the phone that I took it from, this is the cover the image on the side for the Discord of for the SANS Offensive Security Operations Discord server, this is the symbol that marks that as that. And then we can also see images down here, a PNG, just some random PNG from here that I opened up. The elephant often cooks. So this was from the Duolingo server that was logged in on the Discord app of the phone that I was given, or that I took. And you'll see that also this is in Russian, which is pretty cool. Someone was learning Russian. But yeah, you'll see that this folder right here, the default folder under Hackamist SD image cache, stores a lot of the images that you'll see, or just a lot of images that have been seen in, it stores these images in a format, and this is big, and then small images. I'll show this one right here. This one might be an emoticon. Okay, I did find an emoticon. Now this here, guys, is an emoticon for the Duolingo server. It's the Duo Owl being a little bit tired. So yeah, you'll see that it stores both images in small format that are thumbnails and emojis. Okay, now let me close that one that I just opened. And let me just open one other one right here. And show you this one, and this is just a look at what you'll be able to see in this. You'll be able to see some other ones. Actually, can I help just open another one? Yeah, that one that I just opened, if you're watching this video while playing with this image, you're gonna see that this one is an emoji from the Duolingo server as well. So a lot of these are emojis and other things. And there's even GIFs here of I guess emoticons that were GIFs. And so if you have a viewer for GIFs, you can open that and it'll animate. But on the basic preview for Mac, it does not animate. It shows it to you frame by frame once you open it. So now this com.hammerandchisel.discord folder shows GUI artifacts. The Apple MetaLife folder has nothing in it for right now. And this folder right here, the FS cache data, has a lot of information about messages and other stuff like that. You'll see this message ID right here, this message ID, about the message ID. And then you'll see a message right here, as well as if there were any mentions to it. And then you'll also see the username of this user, so it's Dear Kective. As well as other things right here, and you'll see, yeah, lots of messages. And what server is this from? You do not know what servers. You will not know what server this is from until you match it with a database. And then there is more stuff right here. You'll see more. All of these files are just raw text files that you can open up in either the text edit program in Mac or any other text editor that allows you to open up things like this. Now, this Lottie cache has nothing. Lottie.json has a cache.db. And what this cache.db does is if we open it right here, it kind of has nothing. This has BP lists for encodings that it accepts, or the prototypes of things that it requests and the request objects. So in this case, this is internet requests from the client to the Discord server. And you can always extract these BP lists to see exactly what properties are on and off and stuff. And you can look at this more on your own. But for the sake of time in this video, I'm going to move on to this one and tell you that these requests are for things, or sorry, receiver data. This receiver data is stuff that our client received and that it's displaying out to the logs. And so this is some JSON data right here, JSON text data that it received, that essentially on startup, 1212, show on startup, so it's telling us, or telling the client what to do on startup. And this here is a UID. Again, you can match this UID to whatever message or whatnot that you can find, message or other type of data that you can find on here. But it stores UIDs and JSON data for requests that were received by the receiver. And then these are responses, and they don't seem to have any blob objects right here, but what they do have is the links to things. You can do whatever you need to with that. SQLite sequence, and this doesn't have much. So now let's go back to our var folder. And you'll notice right here that once we open it, it has SHM and write ahead logs. And what these do are saved in journaling for the state of this database. Now, LLVM player. This is another file that we can go over some other time. And so I think this is for some sort of web player. So I'm guessing it's for what you get when you have videos on and those videos are playing and the player is playing the videos. And that's what it does. So the Sentry cache stores data about crash states and crash reports. And WebKit data is for Apple WebKit. Language modeling, just language models. And HTTP storage and cookies are for managing data about what stuff the web browser on Discord went. And this hammer and chisel.discord plist folder stores all of our data about our Discord account. So last cache clear date, last file system startup. Actually, not as much as I think it would. Saved application state, known Scene sessions, data.data. So we need some special file viewer to open up this data.data file. And if you're still watching, where's the DYLD4 file? DYLD4, this DYLD4 file. Discord.dyld4, this file. We need special things to open up those files and interpret them, which I haven't found yet, but by the time I remake these videos for a newer version of iOS, I feel like I might have them then. But so system data, Safari viewer service, library, cookies, WebKit, and temporary data. So this temporary data doesn't store much, blob, nothing. One by one, so this stuff stores nothing at the moment. Yeah, so as far as now, cookies, binary cookies. Snapshots. So this snapshots folder stores KTX files, and these KTX files are things that you might see when you open the app, and what you might see also if you quickly exit the app and leave it open in the background. And so for instance, this is a KTX file that was generated earlier today when I closed the file and did something else. So I was on one of my Discord servers, and this was what showed up for the last meeting of the club that we had a few days ago. And yeah, I opened up a second version of that image, but it stored it twice. So you'd see that is what you get when you close the app and do it again. And so with that being said, that will be it for my version of talking about the forensics of the Discord app. And with that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found all of this information helpful to you in your digital forensic investigations if you're doing this forensic stuff by hand. And if it did, I really encourage you to like, rate, comment, and subscribe on to my channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Matt out.